Hi everyone, welcome to my final tag of my Zentangle tag alphabet. This is the letter Z, so the patterns that I'm going to be putting on this tag all begin with the letter Z or Z, depending on where you are in the world, and it just had to be something that was zebra inspired as far as I was concerned, and that's exactly where it went, and it's going to look very blingy indeed. So if you've been following along with the Tag Tuesday blog, you'll know that we've been working for 26 weeks now, who can believe it, on tag inspired by letters of the alphabet, and I chose to do a catalogue of tags that I'll be able to use as a reference point in the future when I want to do some Zentangling. I've had great fun doing it, and this is my final tag, and I hope that you like it. So switching to fast forward, you can see the base tag in the picture, which is covered with chipped sapphire distress ink. So this is the last colour in my rainbow of tags, and I always draw a border around my tags before I begin. And I'm definitely getting the hang of putting this little series together now that I'm on this final 26th tag. So I've got my letter ready, and I've got my reinforcer in position ready to punch my tag for the ribbon, and I'm beginning to do the Zentangle pattern. I've been very lucky to find a great source of Zentangle patterns that teach you how to do each of the patterns that I've been using, and I've had great fun trying to perfect my technique and make these fun tags, so I'll be able to use them as a reference point in the future. So any of the links that I talk about will be at the bottom of my video, so if you want to find this great source of Zentangle patterns, then just click on the link. Or if you want to find a great bunch of tag artists who really enjoy putting tags together, then there's also the link to the Tag Tuesday blog. I'm definitely going to bling it up because I've chosen as one of my patterns the pattern that's called Zebra, funny enough, and for this final letter in my set of patterns. And this is quite an easy design to do, lots of colouring in. It looks quite bold and graphic when you've finished, and I've just chosen to design a series of stripes on my tag to fill with a series of stripes. And zebra prints always remind me of a certain bling style, and that's definitely what I'm going to go for. If my pens allow me to, looks like it's running out there, and I'm going to go all out for that blingy glamour on the design of this tag. I was thinking at one point that I'd quite like to design a Zentangle pattern myself, and I may still do that in the future. I thought I might come across the odd letter that didn't have any Zentangle patterns, you know, those tricky letters like Q, and this one actually Z, but I needn't have worried. There's plenty of patterns out there, and it really is great fun to try them. You can see that I've created a series of channels in between each of my pattern sections, and it is there that I'm going to add my bling. So I'm using my glossy accents and just adding them down each of those channels. And then it's on with the bling, mostly over my desk at the minute. Then I get the bright idea of actually capturing the beads in something that makes it a whole lot safer. Tiny, tiny glass beads in a shade to match the chipped sapphire, and they're just going to add a little bit of texture and a little bit of girly bling to my zebra pattern. And now I'm going to work on a glamorous bow for my tag, and it's a good excuse to include another pattern on my tag, and this one's called Zigzag Border, another one that's quite easy to do, just takes a little bit of time. And I'm creating a little paper ribbon that I'm going to make into a bow on my finished tag. I've used my decollage scissors to create a frilly border on my ribbons, and I'm also then filling in with the zigzag border pattern. This pattern was really easy to do, and that's one of the beauties of Zentangling. There are patterns out there for everyone. If you're a beginner, there's lots of things for you to try, and you can gradually improve your skill until you try on some of the more complicated patterns. If you're looking for some Zentangle inspiration, there are great blogs out there of people that have perfected the art and tackle some really unusual projects, or Pinterest is another great place to look for lovely inspired projects. I've seen gorgeous shoes decorated with Zentangles that look quite stunning, and definitely a fun thing to try and do. So I'm creating my paper bow, and then I'm just going to layer it on top of my tag. I'm adding a little bit of the chipped sapphire to the reverse of the ribbon, so that if any of the ribbon can be seen from the underneath, it's that lovely blue colour to match the edge of my tag. There we go. And I definitely haven't got enough bling, so I'm getting out my diamond stickles and I'm going to add some sparkle to my zebra pattern. I felt my ribbon wasn't really standing out enough, so I'm going to add a little bit more bling, this time in a gorgeous purpley blue colour. So I'm almost there with my final touches, and I think as this is turning into a really glamorous tag, it needs a designer label all of its own. A little bit of chipped sapphire to frame the letter Z that's going to sit on this tag. At this point in my creative process that I start to hear those little voices in my head shouting, "Helen, step away from the stickles," and I don't think I'm going to listen, because this is the final tag in my Zentangle alphabet and it's worth celebrating, and I'm going to celebrate with sparkles. And there you have it, my finished Zentangle tag, complete with all that bling and topped off with a gorgeous chiffon bow. So if you like to Zentangle, or if my fun tag has inspired you to try Zentangling for yourself, I've put the link below so you can follow it to the great resource of patterns and tutorials that I've been using for this tag series. If you, like me, like to make tags, then definitely pop over and see all the other gorgeous works that have been inspired by the alphabet over at the Tag Tuesday blog. So this is the final tag in my alphabet series, and I hope you like it. I'm going to do a review of all my tags if you're interested, and there'll be another video posted on my YouTube channel very shortly. Until then, thank you for watching.